Alright, so we are back for another video, guys, and we have sort of a new lighting here, so let me know what you think of that. And of course, big thanks to 40k subscribers, guys. So yeah, it's been a while since I made a video here in the channel. We're gonna catch up to the reviews really soon, and yeah, this is the first one in our installment. This is the CCZ Melody, around $50, and a hybrid in configuration as well. So I did review the CCZ Plume before, around $200. So frankly, for the money, I didn't particularly like it. It's an okay IM, but for $200, there's a lot more IMs that you can check out in that price range. But hopefully this gives us better value for the money. Of course, you're getting Melody, DD and BA hybrid in-ear hi-fi earphones, and of course 16 ohm impedance, 112 dB in sensitivity, 20 kHz in frequency range. Seems that you're getting an earphone design, maybe a custom IM shape, which is definitely nice to see. And actually, for the CCZ Plume, I did enjoy the fit there as well. The fit on the ear is really nice. It's more of a custom IM shape, and the look as well, you're getting that golden IM. So yeah, maybe the looks for CCZs is quite okay, but hopefully the sound is okay as well. So yeah, typical packaging. You're opening it up, and this is gonna be your CCZ Melody. Cable for $50. I've seen better cables. Getting all black design. This is the cheaper cable for me, and of course you're getting additional ear tips as well. So very minimal packaging here overall. All right, so from the get-go, this is quite a light IEM, and as you guys can see, you have that a bit different look compared to your usual. Getting that flat sides, and they're getting that maybe smoked kind of finish, transparent finish as well. You're seeing that electronic inside. Frankly speaking, in terms of the how the electronics looks like, but it's not the best look for me. You're getting that fins, and it's quite interesting that you're getting that rubber fins here. This is the first time that I've seen something like this, so this might be a bit more stable to wear on the ear. Very light IM as well, and look at the tips. It's a bit different. You're getting that maybe slight bulge here. So not your typical maybe KZ TRN kind of shape, but yeah, the fins definitely looks really cool here for me. Reminds me a lot of maybe the KZ EDXs in terms of the design, but you're getting that flatter side here as well. But yeah, the fins is really interesting. So let's try to put this on the ear. So we are now wearing it on the ear, and yeah, the fit reminds me a lot of the CCZ Plume. So you're getting that fins, so it will be really stable to wear on the ear. And actually, because of that maybe plastic fins, it is a bit more maybe grippy on the ear, but not that much. So most people would feel the difference between the normal fins here, but the isolation is really great for me. Comfort so for me, because yeah, it's quite snug for me on the ear. You can definitely feel this for a long listening session, but yeah, maybe some people won't have an issue with that. But yeah, we're not here for the build quality, we're here for the sound. So we are now listening to the CCZ Plume, and we're listening to some I Shot the Sheriff. And yeah, from the get-go, this is more of a bright hue type of shape to the ear. So it reminds me a lot of maybe a KZ TRN kind of sound to the ear. So you're getting that double horns at the top here, and you're getting ample bass at the bottom. So much like the CCZ Plume, you're getting that maybe boominess in the bottom here. So definitely a lot of bass response here for me. So going to the top end, you're getting that double horns on top here. So you're getting that 12K extension, 8K extension as well. So for guitar tracks, you can resolve that guitars really nicely with ample extension, and of course some micro detail here as well. So for those people who like treble and the treble extension, you will feel right at home with this. And maybe actually compared to other KZs and TRNs, the top end here is a bit more tamed compared to those IMs. Even if you have that extension on top, it's not that maybe hot to listen to. But on the other side, the tonality for me in the top end is not that good for me. Like for example here in I Shot the Sheriff, Eric Clapton. So I find that cymbals is a bit maybe tinny, and also maybe metally in terms of the overall presentation. And also yes, that thinness for me in the cymbals here is showing in the mix. Maybe there's a bit too much shine for me on top. So yeah, very lively top here overall. So definitely more of a lively type of IM. But yeah, the top end is your typical maybe BA top end. For those people who's into maybe dynamic driver type of sound, you might not be into this top end here. So going to the mids, the vocals is a bit recessed for me in the mix. So it's a U-shaped type of sound to the ear, and also the vocals as well, not the thickest. It's more in the clean side for me of the presentation. So like for example here in Eric Clapton, I Shot the Sheriff. So it's not that big for me in the mix. So it's a bit recessed for me in the mix, and maybe a bit too small for me in the mix as well. So let's try another track. Let's try some Perm by Bruno Mars. But you're hearing this track in Perm by Bruno Mars, I like that you have a lively type of sound, very engaging sound for me on the ear. So again, typical bright hue type of shape. But again, the bits here for me recess in the mix, especially for the male vocals. Small for me in the presentation of the vocals. So for vocal heads, this might not be for you. But what I like about this is compared to maybe your other hybrid configurations, the mid end, the vocals is not that hot for me to listen to, so much like the top end. So it's a bit tame for me. So again, it's still more in the aggressive side of presentation, but this is already the more tame, the hybrid in the configuration for me. So actually the tuning here reminds me a lot of maybe the Nishek DB1s and also some TFZs as well. So this has maybe a TFZ, maybe Live 3 or My Love 4 kind of vibe for me. Yeah, the vocals is not bad by any means, but for those who love vocals, you might still like dynamic driver presentations over this one. So going to the bass region, yeah, maybe it reminds me a lot of maybe more of a TFZ kind of bass, more so compared to a blonde type of bass. So you're still getting that ample bass at the bottom. You're getting a bit of boom, but this is a bit faster compared to the blondes. So you're getting a bit more maybe mid-bass bump here compared to your usual blondes. And that kind of presentation is a bit more maybe faster compared to your other blondes here. But still really big for me in the mix. A bit of mid-bass bleed, but not that much. So much like the CCZ Plume. This is much like a budget CCZ Plume for me. A bit less micro detail compared to the CCZ Plume. Similarities in the tuning. But you're getting maybe divided by 4 the price here. So this definitely really plays well with the CCZ kind of sound for me. So lively, a bit of bass, but not overly done treble. Extended treble, but not overly hot and aggressive treble, a bit more tame compared to your usual maybe KZ TRNs. In terms of the soundstage, above average for me. So not the biggest that I've heard, but definitely in the bigger side. In terms of the separation, average for me. Detail retrieval for the price range, there's other IEMs that are better in detail retrieval compared to this one. Alright, so that is my impressions on the CCZ melody. So what do I think of it? So first, I think this is a budget CCZ Plume. So you're getting similarities in the tuning of the $200 CCZ Plume, but in a 2-driver setup. So you're getting that maybe KZ TRN kind of sound, but not that hot for me to listen to, and that is nice for me here. However, while this is an okay 2-driver hybrid, this won't go to my top 5. I still do like other IEMs in terms of the value proposition over what you are getting with the CCZ melody. Alright, so that's my take with the CCZ melody. Of course, if you learned something, leave a like. And to have more content like this in the future. So what do you think of the CCZ melodies? Have you listened to them? What do you think of them? Is this part of your top 5? Let me know down in the comments below. Of course, thanks for watching. And actually, I might go with the CCZ Coffee Bean next. I think this is a more cheap version. So you might be getting similarities in the tuning because it seems that the CCZ has some consistencies in their tuning compared to the $200 price range, $50 price range. Of course, we do have a new high-list that came in, the MM2. So, be in tune for that as well. And of course, that's it for me for today. Of course, if you learned something, leave a like and subscribe for more content like this in the future. Thanks for watching, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next zpolt video. Bye.